What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV back here for another episode of Predict the Prem. The Premier League is back and it's non-stop now till the end of the season. We can put past us the international breaks and now look forward to the business end of the Premier League. We've got a full host of Premier League fixtures to predict this weekend. The scores between me and Sim are 338 to Sim, 333 to me, so there's been a lot of catching up. Let's hope some more catching up is done this weekend with 5 points is the gap. The way the scoring works, it's 5 points for a correct scoreline, 3 points for a correct result and both teams to score, 1 point for a correct result, and then the star man as well, which is 2 points for a goal, 1 point for an assist. And let's get straight into the first game of the weekend. And surprise, surprise, we've gone for the exact same scoreline. That is Liverpool against Watford, and that is 4-0.
Yeah, and I can't see anything but Liverpool win, and a convincing one at that. Liverpool going right for the title. If they win, they go top. Am I correct in saying that? Yeah. So obviously they want to do everything they can to put pressure on Man City. Watford have had a few improving performances and results of late, but I can't see them going to Anfield and getting any sort of joy with the forward players Liverpool have in the form they're on.
Yeah, exactly, and I think that. With the disappointment Mo Salah had at the in the international stage, I think he'll come back with more extra motivation to go and win those trophies for Liverpool this season. Obviously, Sadio Mane, on the flip side of that, he'll have the confidence to come back and go win those trophies for Liverpool. But can't see anything but a very convincing Liverpool win this weekend to kick off the Premier League. Let's move on to Brighton against Norwich. We've gone for a bit of a different scoreline here. I've gone for 1-1. The reason I've gone for 1-1, I mean, both of these teams are on tragic form. 5 losses in their last 5 games for both sides. Both really not playing well. I mean, Norwich have got something to play for in terms of staying up in the Premier League, but Brighton have literally nothing to play for now from now until the end of the season. So I got a feeling that Brighton could be a bit on the beach from now until the end of the season. So I can't really see them winning. I was toying with a Norwich win, but I went for a safe one to be safe, 1-1.
Yeah, I've just gone for Brighton to end their sorry run of form. I think there's 6 losses on the trot for them. They're really in a bad run of form. And although Norwich are going to try all they can to get as many points as they can to stay up, I just got a feeling Brighton might end their run in this game. And I've gone them to scrape it 1-0.
All right, let's move on to Burnley against Man City. What have you gone for in this one?
3-0 to City.
Oof. 3-0, yeah. I've gone for 2-0. I think Man City, as much as they're getting the results at the moment, they haven't really been getting it their own way in all the games. And I think this will be a bit similar. I think Burnley will set up to frustrate, but I think ultimately Man City will just have a bit too much for them. So I think they'll win, but I think they'll have to fight for their victory this weekend.
Obviously, they drew 0-0 in their last game, didn't they, with Crystal Palace. And that was a game which they probably should have won anyway. But I can't see past Man City getting all 3 points. And we saw how Burnley capitulated once they conceded a few against Chelsea, and I think something similar could happen in this one.
Yeah, you're probably right there, to be honest. But let's move on to Chelsea against Brentford. We've both gone to the exact same scoreline here, 2-1 to Chelsea.
Yeah, and I just think Eriksen bang in form, playing really well internationally and at club level. With him in the team, they've always got a chance of creating something, don't they? He's playing so well for Brentford, and he makes such a difference when he's on the pitch. But Chelsea are Chelsea, and they're going to consolidate their top 4 position, although they're pretty comfortable there anyway. Brentford also not on a great run of form, but I see them causing Chelsea some problems, but not enough to get any points.
Yeah, pretty much agree with that. I mean, if Eriksen wasn't in the lineup or wasn't due to play this weekend, I probably would have gone for a more convincing Chelsea win. But seeing as Eriksen is there, he loves the goal at Stamford Bridge, I can definitely see Brentford getting a goal. But yeah, Chelsea will have a bit too much for them this weekend. Leeds against Southampton, which is going to be an interesting game. Both of us have gone for Leeds wins. I was actually going to go for 3-2, but I changed it last second to 2-1. Leeds did win 3-2 in their last game with a brilliant comeback victory. So I think that should kind of give them the morale boost to go against this Southampton team and win. Southampton, after their brilliant run of form, have really car crashed, and I think they're on 3 straight defeats or something like that. So I can see Leeds, with the home crowd behind them, getting a victory here.
I definitely can see goals in this one. 2 teams who love to attack, 2 teams who have got quite good attacking players when they do get forward, and not great defences as well.
Yeah.
So I see Leeds obviously on the back of 2 wins in a row now, last minute wins against Norwich and Wolves, 2 wins they desperately needed. And I think with the Ellen Road crowd behind them, it will be a battle for a little be a basketball game, I can see, but very toing and froing. But I think Leeds will just about come on top.
Yeah, agreed. Wolves against Aston Villa in the Midlands derby, both gone for 1-1 here. I mean, Villa not in the greatest form, bit of a Jekyll and Hyde team at the moment, and to be fair, so have Wolves of late, have been a bit the same. I mean, if this was at Villa Park, I would have actually toyed a bit more with the Wolves win, but seeing that Molineux, Wolves are very hit and miss at Molineux, Villa are hit and miss anyway, so I couldn't really separate the sides.
Yeah, I think Villa were very disappointing their last game out against Arsenal, the 1-0 defeat. But they'll definitely be up for this one. They'll definitely want revenge for early in the season when Wolves beat them 3-2 as well, when Villa were 2-0 up with 10 minutes to go and Wolves turned it around. They'll definitely want revenge for that. I don't know if they'll get a win, but I think a hard-fought draw for them will be the case.
Yeah. Next up, Manchester United against Leicester at Old Trafford. Both of us going for 2-1 to Man United here. What's your thinking behind that?
Yeah, I think Leicester are a decent attacking team, but I can't see them going to Man United and being able to hold them out. I think it won't be an easy game for United, and it won't be a convincing win. But I think with the quality they have, they'll get a couple of moments, which would be enough to get them over the line. And I think Leicester, as much as they're decent going forward, I don't know if Vardy's back for this game. He might be, but even if he is or he isn't, I can't see them having enough domination in the game to get over the line. So I've just gone for 2-1 United.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually thinking this could be a draw or a Leicester. I mean, this game could literally go anyway. I mean, if Vardy plays, I can see Man U maybe controlling possession and Leicester getting a few breakaways and getting a few goals that way. Obviously, the defence, Leicester's defence have been a problem all season with the injuries that they have, but they are starting to get a grips with it a little bit of late. But having said that, I think now we are in the business end of the season. I do expect Man United to start to show a bit of form, and I think it will start here against Leicester, so that's why I've gone 2-1. Moving on to Sunday, West Ham against Everton, and I have gone for 1-0 to West Ham in this one.
I've gone 1-1. Yeah, I'm just thinking Everton, off the back of a very important 1-0 win against, I think it was the last game, wasn't it, against Newcastle. They're going to be buoyed by that. I know it's been very difficult for Lampard so far, and I know their away form has been atrocious, but I think going to West Ham, they're going to have to fight for something, and they're going to have to try and turn around that form, and I'm backing them to sneak a point in this one.
Yeah, I don't really have too much confidence in Everton, especially away from home. I know they got that good win in the last Premier League game, but they did follow that up with the FA Cup with a dreadful 4-0 loss at Crystal Palace. If it was at Goodison, I maybe would have gone for a draw or an Everton win, but seeing as it is at West Ham, I can't see Everton getting anything from this game, and I think West Ham would just about sneak the win. Although I don't think West Ham are doing anything special at the moment in the league. But
when's Europe? Is Europe back this week? Or
it's not this week. I think it's next week or the week after. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if Europe was there, I would have definitely thought more about Everton. But Everton away from home, they're just shocking at the moment, and I can't see them getting anything. So I've gone for 1-0 to West Ham. Moving on to the Tottenham game, Tottenham against Newcastle at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and I have gone for 2-0 to Tottenham here.
Yeah, and I've gone 3-1.
I've gone for 2-0. I mean, I think at home, Newcastle have lost their last 2 or 3 games now in the league, coming a bit unstuck. They don't really have much to play for, but they always do seem to get a result when they come to our stadium, which doesn't really bode well. But I think that Antonio Conte will have us playing. He'll have us tough to beat, and the defence should be strong with Romero, Dyer and Davis at the back. Bentancur and Højbjerg in the middle should provide a nice little shield as well. And then the attack, we're creating chances at will at the moment. So I've gone for 2-0.
Yeah, the only thing I'm worried about a bit is Bruno Guimaraes seems to be coming into it a bit now. Joe Willock, 2 midfield options who like to arrive late in the box and provide a bit of quality. And obviously, they have Chris Wood, but he's not doing much for them. I'm not too worried about it. I think we might concede 1, but obviously the attacking talent we have with Kane and Son and Kulusevski at the moment flying. I think we should have enough to get a few goals against this Newcastle team. Although they have lost 2 in a row, it is only 1-0 and 2 very, very tight games, so they're not on bad form. But I think Spurs should have too much for them, I'm hoping.
Never say not too worried about it in the lead up to a game like this. Never say that, because you know what happens. But anyway, moving on to the last game of the weekend, the Monday night game, which is Crystal Palace against Arsenal. I've gone for 2-1 to Arsenal in this one.
I've gone 1-1. I just feel like Palace, Vieira's got them tough to play against, especially at Selhurst Park. You got Zaha there, you got Olise there, you got
Zaha might be injured.
Well, then even without him, you got Eze, you got Edouard, you got Mateta, who's starting to play well. You got Conor Gallagher. You got a lot of attacking threats there, and I think they'll definitely be good for a goal. And you saw how they defended against Man City. Guehi and obviously Mitchell both in the England squad. I think it's going to be a very, very tough game for this very young Arsenal side. So I've gone for Palace to. But obviously Arsenal's still playing well, so I've gone for Palace to nick a draw in this one.
Yeah, look, I completely agree with you. It will be a very, very difficult game for Arsenal and a very difficult game for Palace as well. And I think it will actually be a good game for the neutral, this one. Palace will bring it to Arsenal, I believe, and it will be a very difficult game for Arsenal. But it's just that knack that Arsenal have for these kind of games of late, just about nick the win with just 1 goal margin. And I think that's going to be the case again, unfortunately, this weekend. But let's hope you're right. Star man, we've gone for the exact same man, Mohamed Salah. Obviously at home to Watford. They've got the easiest game of the weekend, so it's the natural selection.
Watford at home, come on. You got to go Salah.
All right, so that is the Predict the Prem. Let me know who you think is going to come out on top this weekend, me or Sim. Let me know your predictions in the comment section below. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always, come on you Spurs.